Malaysia has a capital city where the government doesn't actually govern. On paper and in the constitution, Kuala Lumpur is Malaysia's official capital. It is home to the National Palace, the country's symbolic institutions, and its iconic Twin Towers. However, if you look at how the country actually operates, you'll notice an unusual division: Malaysia's Prime Minister's office. Most federal ministries and major government institutions are not located in Kuala Lumpur at all. Instead, they operate out of Putrajaya city, built just 25 kilometers to the south. Why would a nation completely separate its symbolic capital from its day-to-day governance? And why, in the late 20th century, did Malaysia spend billions to build an entirely new administrative center from scratch on former plantation land? This was not just an ambitious attempt to relieve traffic congestion. It was a bold experiment in modern statecraft and spatial power dynamics. Unlike many planned political centers around the world, Kuala Lumpur was not originally designed to be a capital. In the mid-19th century, it was simply a tin mining settlement where the Klang and Gombak rivers met. Driven by natural resources, trade, and colonial-era rail networks, Kuala Lumpur grew organically into the nation's economic and cultural heart. When Malaya gained independence in 1957, Kuala Lumpur naturally became the nation's capital. However, during the economic boom of the 1980s and 92nd, this organically grown metropolis faced severe urban pressure, paralyzing traffic congestion, skyrocketing land prices, and government offices squeezed into cramped, outdated buildings. As the nation's economic engine, Kuala Lumpur had hit a growth ceiling. Faced with growing urban pressure, a critical question arose. Why not simply expand Kuala Lumpur instead of spending immense resources to build an entirely new city? Because the government needed more than just new office space, it needed complete spatial separation. From Washington, D.C. and New York in the United States, to Canberra and Sydney in Australia, many nations have built dedicated administrative cities to eliminate the friction caused by concentrating politics and commerce in a single space. The Malaysian government's logic was clear: keeping administrative institutions in Kuala Lumpur would only force them to compete with commercial activities for scarce land and infrastructure. By relocating the seat of government, Kuala Lumpur could focus entirely on becoming a global center for finance, business, and culture, while Putrajaya was designed to function as an efficient, standalone administrative brain. Putrajaya was born during a period of soaring national ambition in the 1990s. Under the Vision 2020 initiative and the Multimedia Supercorridor project, Malaysia was striving to transition from a resource-based economy into a high-tech, modern state. Putrajaya was the physical embodiment of that vision, designed from the ground up as a garden intelligent city. Nearly 40% of its area was dedicated to green spaces and water bodies. A wide central boulevard led directly to the Prime Minister's office, surrounded by meticulously arranged government ministries. In 1999, as the Prime Minister's office officially relocated to Putrajaya, Malaysia reached a historic turning point. Kuala Lumpur was freed from the spatial constraints of government operations, unleashing its full commercial potential. Meanwhile, Putrajaya offered a more efficient environment for government operations. Today, if you travel to Malaysia, you will see a unique synergy between these two cities. Kuala Lumpur represents the energy of the market, showcasing Malaysia's wealth, diversity, and global ambition. Putrajaya represents the power of planning a quiet city designed to keep the machinery of government running smoothly. One city drives the economy, the other manages the nation. Together, they reveal a unique answer to a modern challenge. When a city grows too powerful, how does a country redesign the relationship between economy, government, and space? Every country is an answer left by history.